right, if you're looking for a movie to keep you on the edge of your seat, this might just be the perfect nail biter. Movie reviewer Matt Perrone explains if this new release is thrilling audiences.
Welcome to another Monday. Disney's Zootopia held the top spot, but a new release did come in second with a strong opening weekend. 10 Cloverfield Lane, the new suspense thriller, has been pretty vague on its premise, leaving moviegoers with a lot of unanswered questions, the main one being, is this a sequel to Cloverfield? Well, I went and saw it and am able to put some minds at ease with my take on it. But keep in mind, since the previews were pretty vague, I'm not going to be able to meticulously match the video to my review like I so often do. So keep that in mind and don't hold it against me. Our movie begins with Michelle, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. We see her fleeing an engagement and unwilling to talk to her ex-fiancé. On the road, headed out of town, she is involved in a car wreck, sending her careening into a ditch. When she wakes up, she is chained in a small room hooked to an IV. Soon she meets Howard, played by John Goodman. After several escape attempts, Howard explains that she was in a car wreck and he saved her life. He also explains that there was a large-scale attack outside. The air is toxic, and they are the only people left alive in his bunker beneath his farmhouse. Michelle is unchained and allowed to roam around the bunker and attempt to rehabilitate herself. She meets the third member of their group, Emmett. She is still skeptical, even though Emmett explains that he saw the attack and fought and begged for Howard to allow him into the bunker. Still not convinced, Michelle attempts another escape, only to be deterred when she witnesses a little view of outside. After this, she resigns herself to staying and making the best of their living conditions. As the movie progresses, the three seem to be able to coexist, but Howard still seems to have a dark side just beneath the surface. Slowly, Michelle and Emmett start finding clues that Howard may indeed have a side to him that is darker than they could have imagined. They begin to plan a new way to get outside while being protected from any lingering radiation or chemical effects circulating throughout the air. As their plans escalate, Howard begins to suspect something may be amiss. As the suspense and tension build, we find ourselves wondering which scenario is the true nightmare, and if monsters exist, what form do they actually take? So, the movie is indeed interesting, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Don't go in expecting a sequel to Cloverfield. That is not this movie. If they are in any way related, it's on a third cousin, twice removed kind of way. What I did really like about the movie is how much of it they were able to keep quiet. But I guess that J.J. Abrams does have a knack for preventing leaks, and since he's the one who produced it, the mystery was able to remain intact. The film does a great job of keeping you guessing as to what's going to happen next. Just when you think you have it figured out what's going on, the script is flipped. And this pattern continues throughout the entire film. John Goodman does an excellent job of playing creepy awkward, and he had me thinking that whatever's going on outside that bunker, it's worth the risk. The comic relief is used perfectly throughout the film, not only as a great break from the suspense, but also to get you caring about these characters more and what happens to them. Of course, when you get to the end, there's a little bit of a twist, but the funny thing about it is it's one that you're kind of expecting, you just don't actually think that they're going to go there with it. And then when they do, you're not quite sure how to deal with it. Before writing this review, I actually read the original ending online, and although it's a lot more vague, I actually wish that they had stuck with that one. All in all, though, the movie is a great edge-of-your-seater. Well, this has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
I'm a fan of thriller movies, so looks like one I might want to check out. Not today with the sunshine. Speaking of the weather, we have one last look at your 7-day outlook next, live from Maine and Gervais.